130 right now. If I get rid of those 40k, you get 90k.
And I have 80 in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Well, time to get rid of some money.
Wait, do you just actually have just banked cash over 150?
I have 190k, and I haven't had to replace a player yet, which I feel is going to happen.
Yeah.
But my team value is just so high that it's like every time I think about getting like a stand-in skink, I'm like,
Yeah, it's like 70k, 60k.
yeah. It's like my team is doing too well. Let's see. All right, there we go. Well, I'm ready.
Let's jump up to the stadium then.
Alright.
Good.
HF, go. In fact, hang around and tell me what inducements you got. And then jump up.
Well, Josh just hopped up, so.
Okay. Oh well, just type it to me.
I'll just type.
Okay. Might be that I'm alone for fucking commentary. What a sad, sad situation. Well, it looks like Josh's Kislev team will be starting with a wizard. Unsurprisingly, because his team got fucking butchered. And he's up against Ronith's very successful Lizardman team in pretty good health. All alone talking to myself. So Ronry. I also wanted to fetch a drink and forgot to do that. Ah, here we go. I'm gonna cross some runic streams, that'll be fine. Alright. So yeah, Ronith's team is terrifying. Like, frankly fucking terrifying. I'm just going to set this here to show level ups. These are all legit fucking Saurus. He needs to farm Weirdo Skinks. I mean, his Skinks don't need to be massively developed. They're really quick. And he actually has an incredible fucking skink that as long as it doesn't go down, it's gonna get the ball and keep picking it up and running away with it. I'm sure he'd love to roll doubles and again and get like fucking block on it. Just have an Agi 4 blodge skink shimble shambling around. They are gonna prove a problem for Josh. He doesn't have like any tackle. Luckily, since these are all totally blockless skinks, he can just like smash him to death with both down, but he'd be putting his blitzers in the line of fire for that. And they're probably going to get hit quite often by Saurus. It is a concern. I would be worried to go against this team. Fucking leader Croxagore. I love that strategy. Like, putting leader on a piece is so cool because your rerolls themselves are usually quite expensive. But then you have a leader on someone who isn't going to get removed, like your big guy, and suddenly it's just a cheaper on your team value reroll to fucking hang on to. I don't remember him having 4 rerolls, though, to go with it. I wonder if that's what he's just spent his money on, because he had like 190,000. The 4 actually includes the leader, I see. But even then, no, I don't remember him having that many. I'm used to seeing the number 3 there at the start, so it's entirely possible that he bought a reroll with his cash, but I'd have to check. He might have just shed his way back down to 150 so that he wasn't giving inducement cash away. Poor Josh had to buy a wizard, and this is after he just bought a piece. Like, he had a Crocs up for a game. That might have been it then. But yeah, Josh is able to afford a wizard despite literally just having to buy a new character. So his team's in the back foot. That is really fucking handy. Like, really fucking handy. Holy shit. You can just make sure that no one's marking up that Crocs, which he immediately goes for. I don't think he wants to commit more to the line anyway. Yeah, just spreading them out and putting no one there is a much better choice. Perhaps screening the Crocs so it can't blitz a blitzer. Like, getting on top of the blitzers with this Crocs Agora is bad news for them. But like, the guard piece there is at the back, which I like. He can move it around to get it into position and then start throwing punches when it's helping out best. It would be really unfortunate if he'd left it on the front line and it was just now suddenly tied up by like one fucking lineman. Like Mr. Dixit right there. And he spread his wing out a little bit. I don't imagine he'll do anything else with his lineup. He doesn't want to be too close to the edge. There is a Franzisaurus. I forgot that one of his fucking catches was strip ball wrestle. Like, that's like, this is the thing. Josh has had a very unfortunate series of games, but he's got fucking really cool pieces that I like a lot. And that nearly ended up in that fucking skimp's hand. That would have been an amazing start for it.
Alright.
Hello! I'm not alone. I'm just saying, it's like Dick told him that Josh's team has been in a couple of matches. The fact that he's literally just had to rebuy a character. He's got a really fucking nice spread of skills on all of his pieces. Like, I'm very jealous. Not as nice as Ronith's. If I was ever jealous of anything, it's that I don't get to play an amazing combo. Like, just, you know, Lizards skipping the shit part of Lizards at the start of a season and moving straight on to having a fun developed team. Unfortunately, fucking boneheaded on him. But now comes the injuries. Oh, it's a stun. That's not too bad.
So was it just a whiz? No other induces?
Nope, he only got a wizard. The telling part is that he bought a character and then still had wizard money, and Ronith even shed cash down to 150,000 so that he wasn't giving extra inducement money, and it's still in fucking whiz territory. Also, very unpleasantly, I think that, like, somewhere down the street a sewage pipe has broken. And I'm gonna have to close my balcony and melt to death. Because that's not a cool smell right now. So, forgive me for a moment of noise.
Yeah.
Get rid of that just fucking rancid wet garbage smell. Ugh. God, that's an abuse on the nostrils there, and it's just in my room. Another one! That's 2 snakeouts.
Awkward. That is theoretically thievable, maybe.
I mean, it's Kislev, it is totally thievable. It wouldn't be a smart idea to do so, because he'd be putting his most mobile pieces alone in the back line, but it is always reachable. I get that fucking Cyprosaurus there only fucked up on a 1. That is his Agi 4 boy. And he's like desperate to get it to like level 4 so he could just have one last sticking skill. So he just wants to keep scoring with it forever instead of try and level up the other skinks who are, as you might say, fucking fodder pieces. I'd say that actually, no, wrapped around your finger is pretty cool. Like if it gets Sure Feet to go with that sprint, then he's suddenly got a Hail Mary one-turner. A Hail Mary being him just like rolling all the sprint dice, of course, but you know what I mean. Again, hopefully Guard will be doing some work. With the Bonehead Crocs, he can attack from like a diagonal. I know he's going on the one on the outside edge of the wing, which I guess I like, but he went to all that trouble of avoiding the Crocs for the first attack round, but now he's just immediately put a fresh guy right in front of it, even though it's boneheaded out and can't be doing anything with tackle zones. I think that's, I don't know, I feel like it's a waste after he's gone to the trouble of avoiding it. If this punch doesn't go well, though, like, what the fuck does he do next? It went well. It went really well.
Like, Brontosaurus, like, and Crocs have just been so incredibly flimsy all the game.
That's not my experience of his Saurus and Crocs, but sure.
Like, they lost a couple against me.
Oh
They lost a
my
couple against Pip.
god. Oh, it's only a stun, but still, fuck me, you're right. I think they've replaced all of their armor for like extra testicles to kick in. More people have gone down than a San Francisco gay house. I meant to say a brothel. Don't know why I said the gay house, as though that was just the special kind of brothel. Solid business acumen, I don't know. And he's set up a sort of screen. I guess he just wants a blitz from the middle so he can move it around. Yeah, they got fucking mad spin kicks. I do really like Kislev animations and their idle animations. They're just all fucking related guy. It still bothers me how their fucking like 2 strength pieces actually look like the most hench boys on the entire team. Bunch of shirtless men with like bare fight scars all over them. You're like, yeah, those are our weediest boys. Not our most hardcore motherfuckers. Look at that motherfucker. Strength to my fucking ass.
Look at that beard. There's no way that beard is strength 2.
Yeah, it has a plus strength facial hair. Not to mention he's a fucking blodge piece. That guy is a legitimate killing machine. Oh, you bonehead twice in a row. That's gonna be bad for Josh. This game gets a lot easier for the lizards when their pieces don't stand there doing nothing. Another one. I think he'll reroll it this time. There's no way he wants to let that ball stand still next to that blitzer over and over again.
Yeah, it wasn't a great strategy.
Yes, strategy.
I mean, the thing
I mean, it's a fucking Saurus cage, though. It's like, the moment that happens, you've got to go...
Yeah, but you can...
But yeah, he has guard pieces and Kislev blitzers, which are amazing.
Yeah. Like, he's got... I know it's only a strength 2 catcher, but he's got a strength 2 catcher with wrestle strip ball.
Yeah.
Like, so if he marks up the Saurus and leaps that guy in on a 2+, it's a 2+ to free the ball.
Yep. He's tying up the blitzer because he thinks of that as a threat, but the strip ball piece will probably be the one to get it. I'd say there's a downside in that I don't think Josh should show hands on anyone, and there's just a strip ball juggernaut who might just fucking plow into it every time. Just gonna screen for it and try again later. Is it just a picture of Jean-Claude Van Damme? Oh, that fucking picture. That's pretty great. Same with the fucking Sagat flying knee. That was his guard piece though, which so not. I don't know. Let's just check and see if he had a second guard piece, but I think he's gonna just try and do it raw dog 2 red dice. If he does it at all. Like there's a KO on the lizard side already, and it's a Saurus, so it might well be that Runt wants to score quickly and Josh isn't gonna stop him from doing that. So that, you know, he's got 5 turns to bring it to a 1-1 at the end of a half and then try for a 2-1 win in the second. Like first, like, forcing an early score, and oh my god, that's a really smart fucking red dice right there, and it pays off in spades. Oh, it pays off so good.
Told you that Crocs is just so made of glass.
Just a little wanky baby. And the yump. Oh no, that blitz was the actual attack on the Crocs to move up. So yeah, he is just marking and screening this turn. Wait, he's not even screening. That skink can just fucking blitz it on through. Okay, no, now it's screened-ish. The skink can still get by, but the Sauruses won't be able to follow if they have to take diagonals to avoid going through tackle zones. Oh, you know, that fucking... Saurus will just blitz the one guy Josh has got there in the middle of them. I fucking love sidestep in a combination with the dodge piece.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's just so annoying getting a piece to...
Lie down.
He won't lie down and he will just stick to whoever keeps trying to punch him. And sometimes that's fine and you're okay to take that because, you know, sidestep and dodge is probably on some kind of really good fucking piece, and it being continuously tied up by someone who can't punch it might not even be a good piece in return. It could be inefficient. Say, like, you've managed to keep a fucking sidestep witch out for a fucking, I don't know, sidestep Amazon blitzer or some shit like that. And it could be tied up by fucking lightman for all you know. These are just goddamn skinks. That skink is using up a Kislev blitzer, who is never going to knock it down. There are punching opportunities aplenty. Like, one single assist and, like, a Frenzy Saurus can just try and wail on a really good blitzer, but, you know, it's into block that may be a bit dangerous. It's a Brackle. Could just fucking back away from it. Or is that the diving tackle one?
Oh, a returns armor break.
It's only a stun, but that is the guard piece that, you know, Josh is going to actually really need in order to leap the cage and strip the ball. Do you think Josh will put a fireball in the cage? Nope. No.
Nah, not just yet.
He will, even then, like, it's not his choice of play most of the time. I suspect it's going to go on either a opening lightning bolt to recover a ball, or an ending light bolt to protect a score. Like, that piece is going to chase me, I want to hold out for a turn, lightning bolt, and then that could be the difference between winning. Like, he doesn't really use it on a, I can hit a lot of guys, maybe I'll cause an injury, because the moment that fucking wizard is gone, and again, this was in his words last time, and I'm pretty much in agreement. Sometimes I'm willing to take the risk, but it's like, that wizard is really scary the longer it goes unused. And the moment you spend it, it is no longer a threat. It is no longer someone has to have a strategy based around. And if it doesn't do a great job, which it might very well not if it's just a fucking fireball, even if it's on a lot of pieces, then not only have you gotten rid of this...
position seems a bit frantic.
I mean, it's Ronith. He'll use every slice of the
second,
buffalo.
But, like, it's that cage is so easy to open.
I mean, it was always easy to open. It might very well be that he's just realised, oh wait, fuck, a fireball, and he spread himself out awkwardly, but he's still got a few too many pieces in there. Not that I think Josh will take that advantage of that. He won't throw a wizard at this. It's much better while Ronith is scared of it, though. But then you get a rock tossed at you. Yeah, I mean, getting a rock thrown at you is, like, the orcish equivalent of a wizard. They're like, quick, use lightning bolt, and a fucking rock smashes a guy in the head, and down he goes. It's budget wizardry. Okay, so what kind of targets has he got? The guard piece is down, which is really bad for getting the ball this turn. He could wait another though. He's not yet in a hugely painful, terrible... You went in anyway, and it fucking worked incredibly.
Nice.
And it was a stun,
Nice.
and the ball backed up. I mean, there's no way he's catching it, but...
Yeah, just let it go.
It's fucking surrounded by skinks.
The worst place.
It's the ball itself is caged. He's not getting that ball back, because the sidestep piece is right there. Oh, God. Oh god, he got a fucking power into it. Will he surf the ball?
It's Ron's choice.
I mean, it's not you, so he probably won't.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't surf it if I was a Ronith. I would 100% surf it if I was Josh and I had the choice.
No, you would surf it if you were you. Like, literally you.
No, I wouldn't.
Ronith is not Madden, so the ball, if it is surfed, will not immediately benefit him. So he will not take the surf. No. Good old dodge doing work. Very long legs. He's on it. And he's got the fucking ball. With the skink sat right fucking there. Look at that. What a fucking hero. He was getting -2 for that. There was two boys. Two boikes. And he's surrounded. He's in.
It's a 50-50.
It's a 50-50 with moves left to make in the middle of a just like a squanch of fucking lizard boys.
Go big or go home. Go play like elves.
Oof. And that reroll is spent, and that's a blitzer down. That's really not good. That's the frenzy mighty blow piece is just gonna get smashed in the noggin for free by a Blocksaurus, assuming the ball recovery goes okay. Got to get his hands on some balls. The Crocs is awake for it. It did not bonehead, and it went a place it was meant to go. Good boy. Good job, Tyrannosaurus X. The best named of dinosaurs. Versus lame no Crocs blitz. Why would he ever want to blitz with that thing? His other pieces are way more dangerous and reliable. His Saurus is strength 4 and that catcher is strength 2.
Yeah, it's brave.
Like, fuck, I mean, what he probably really wants is to get that strip ball piece on it, but it's kind of in fact, it's the furthest away from the ball out of all of his pieces. Alright, set up for the support. Is he going to throw just a fucking skink punch at it? I mean, he's got a break tackle piece. But it's going to have to move through, like, multiple tackle zones, so that's not going to fucking work out. I'm just going to push it away and frenzy it off. Frenzy, very useful for pieces that you can't fucking knock over. And it's a free heavy punch. There's no break tackler that could get on it, but it doesn't fucking matter. That skink could just try and turn him to soup. Although it's... Oh, actually, do you... It's a blodge piece. I did forget about that part. And he's gambling for 6s. I'm sure we had this talk before where it's like, if you really need a 6 in order to knock someone down, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, oh yeah, it doesn't
Fucking
feel
at all.
good, even if it's statistically not that unlikely on like 4 dice. It just feels bad.
Like, he's trying to create a 3 dice now by just like throwing other 1 dices, which is just insane. He has to do it. Come on. He timed it out. Was he just too... I guess he was just too afraid to throw a punch at a blodge piece with a skink. Like, I can understand it, but fuck. That guy could just actually leap out and run with the ball and punch over the skinks in range. Or skink in range, sorry, which is the sidestep piece. He's got support piece coming up. You can leap into a corner where he doesn't even have to dodge. You can just literally get the fuck out. And he's setting up a cage around where the guy might fall over, which is pretty good. Like, if he just jumps, fucks it, breaks his legs, and the ball is on the floor in the middle of him, it will at least land next to more Kislev. That strip ball piece is so fucking far away. And he actually made the fucking jump. I'm not used to seeing successful Kislev jumps in high pressure situations. I'm used to his positioning jumps being the one that works, but then the moment it's time for them to actually perform, they just go, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna take a painful tailbone-based nap. Alright, so what can reach? A skink. 2 skinks, if the skink takes a bunch of dodges. And he's got diving tackle on the fucking blitzers, so they are actually making it terrifying to start dodging through. He's trying to that skink off as well. Yeah, another fucking successful jump. He's playing statistically average. It's so unlikely. Now, here is possibly...
Statistical averages, that's the worst things in Blood Bowl.
Yeah, I know, right. And now here is the only situation that I would ever think Josh would consider a fireball, and I still don't think he'll fucking do it.
No, I don't think
He could make this the slowest, the safest stall out ever, and blast a fuck ton of pieces. And he, yeah, no, but he still won't do it. It's Josh, and he will not spend a fireball like that. Like, I wouldn't be angry at someone for having a wizard and literally never using it. Like, for all 16 turns, never ever using it. As long as they made sure their enemy was aware they still had it to use, you know, like, it's all well and good you never using it, and then the enemy forgets that you own it, then it's not doing its job at all.
Yeah, if like it's okay not using it if they're playing around it, but if they're just playing normally, then
Smoke them while you got them, yes. Another just stun. That is on the Mighty Blow piece, and it got its fucking armor break, but it was a worthless injury roll. I almost want them to say, like, hey, when you hit half time, fucking give me a break so I can go make a cup of tea. Yeah, Wizard of Deterrent. Exactly. It is. It's you gotta have your finger on the button. You gotta have King Kong holding the keys to the nuclear option. Stunty did a thing, and he didn't have to touch the diving tackle piece. Yeah, no, Ronith doesn't look like he's been playing around it. It's entirely likely that he's calling Josh's bluff of never using the wizard because he never uses it, which might be counterintuitive, I guess. Indeed, now that I have gone on record saying so often that I wouldn't use it, I might have to next time just to keep the fear alive. It's all well and good bluffing, but, you know, sometimes you've got to put your hand in if you want them to bite later.
yeah, the only problem is once you've blown it, like it's gone.
It is, yeah. He managed to get fucking 2 skinks on this, and he can get in a third. And he's dodging through the catcher space and not that blitzer. If that blitzer were like one off to the left. Oh, he got a pow, that sucks. The stun, which means it's all on blitzer there. Although it fucking ended up in a terrible place. Admittedly, that blitzer has to knock that fucking skink down, and if he does, Ronith might just choose to surf the ball and hope it throws it in a terrible place. Of course, unless, you know, he gets the fucking both down and like that. Never mind, everything is great. Life is fantastic. Which one does he want to score with? 1, 2, 3, 4. He'd have to GF if I wanted to do it with that guy.
Personally, I'd do it with a fewer Don.
Yeah, I mean, he's his new blitzer, so fucking God knows Josh really wants that guy to develop, and he takes it straight away.
That was a nice steal to score.
It was it was good. It was a bit earlier than he'd like it, I'm sure. God, the fucking dance. Oh, it's so good. It's the good shit. Oh, the Saurus came back. He's gonna need an injury to stick this time. On the other hand, these are lizard men. They can score in 3 turns without breaking a fucking sweat. So she'd like to think that people wouldn't stall against her because they're afraid of her just turning away from the ball to join their team. You say that, but I feel like we've all played this game quite a bit by this point, and we've discovered that stat-wise, it's still less likely that your pieces are going to get owned, and it's much better to play for a score-based win than it is for a, like, injuries-based injuring, I guess. Oh, Ronith with the extra reroll that he doesn't really fucking need. Because he already had 3 for 3 turns. If he has bought a new reroll, it's definitely a waste. What's our fucking boy gonna do? While he's positioning things, I might go pop the kettle on. In fact, that is exactly what I'll do. Be right back a sec. And back. Pretty sure lizards don't sweat anyway. Apparently I've missed something strange.
What?
Nothing. I went to go pop a drink on. I was going to do the kettle and then I saw there's still coffee in the pot, so I'm just heating that up instead.
I reckon Josh can stop the score.
Yeah. It's looking a lot more likely after just... It's
Oh.
not a snake. Oh, it is a snake. It's not an injury. You can say at least that much. It's not an injury.
I mean, at least that was literally the last move.
Yeah, it was. Well, no, it wasn't. I think he wanted a blitz he still wanted to take, but, you know.
That was the blitz.
Was that a blitz?
That was literally the everything else had a red ring, so that must have been the last move.
I thought he actually hadn't moved a piece yet, but fair enough. That's strip Ballsaurus, but maybe not. Da-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Okay, he's moved his boys up into a little bit of a squish. I suppose with 3 turns he's just going to eat the risk that a skink might run up and try and score, instead taking this opportunity to focus on a couple of Saurus punches.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
I mean, like, if something goes terribly, terribly wrong for him, he does have a wizard to just, like, a lightning bolt skink carrying the ball and go grab it with a quick catcher. So it makes sense to try and, like, remove these big threatening pieces right now. Over. Lightning bolts can fuck up. Not do anything.
That is true.
Fucking got his 6. He won. Oh god, he blitzed 1 dice with a skillless blitzer. And got his fucking 6 on a Blocksaurus. What the fuck was that? That seemed so pointlessly risky, and now he's a massive threat that is going to force Ronith to lose a turn dealing with him before moving up the ball. Or, you know, just pull back pieces, run up with the ball and have less protection for it.
Right, I'm gonna go have some food, so I will watch the rest of your stream.
Fair enough. I'm gonna pop some smooth jazz on. Where's my jazz? That's not jazz. There we go. Nice relaxing jazz. That's not gonna do shit. Or that. The ball could move up, but I think Ronan's gonna have a really fucking hard time scoring now. If he's willing to, what was it, GFI? No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, without a GFI, you can mark up 3 pieces here, keep them from doing shit, hopefully. They'll probably just, you know, leap over it, but, you know, maybe not. And he's not doing it. I guess he wants to side cage instead, which is daring. I'll level with you. Is he going to hand it off to the sidestep piece at least, so it's a sidestep piece on the edge of the line? Like, that seems really necessary. Like, a lot. It's still taking a GFI, even if that's the case, and it really does look like it. I don't see other punches here. And there's a random Crocs punch you can take, of course. Ooh, he's not side caging with the sidestep piece? Okay. He needs to double GFI to get the Agi guy in there. The Agi guy's just... Oh, and he's already spent a reroll. That was... Yeah, I didn't like that choice at all. I mean, a 1 would have still failed regardless of what he chose in the end, but he gave himself extra dice to throw for a less safe hold than putting a sidestep guy there. I mean, this strip ball wrestle to fucking hit it anyway, so even then I'm not sure it would have made a fucking difference, but... I don't know. Hard to say. Well, if he's on deck, at least he can't get fucking surfed. And speaking of surf, goodbye, normal skink. It's okay, it could be worse, but still, not great news. This is a strong series of rounds here for Josh. Like, he can take the ball, he's got 2 turns, he could even score with it if he's feeling super fucking cocky. He left a room. You already used his blitz, so he can't remove the Saurus. So you have to do it into a Saurus. Like, move. Oh. Ooh, never fucking mind. That ball is alive, and it's not scoreable, but it's alive. I don't think it... Oh, man, he's got jump up. So let's see here. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he's 1 short. 1 fucking short. You'd have to hand off to it, or you have to pass to it. I mean, you can get on the touchdown line, and you can technically get the ball with a piece. You'd have to throw it and catch it. Through a team who is very fucking good at catching the ball. Intercepting the ball, even. So I don't think Ronan's gonna get that fucking score to this time. Let's see here. Blitz off Guild Balrog, hopefully. It's not a blodge piece. It doesn't even have fucking dodge, actually. It's just a piece. Alright, he gets that part of the clearance. Needs to move up into that corner. Okay. Now he needs to get... Cypher Sora is just on the touchdown line. No GFIs or anything like that. Which is fine, that's doable. And then he has to get a fucking pass off. And that's very difficult. That's really, really fucking difficult. I can't help but wonder if that guy's getting surfed if this goes terribly. Oh! Can he get the pickup? Oh, he spoons it with a 1. Oh. Oh, that is a shame. That would have been a fucking legit ass play right there. I think Josh would be crazy not to fucking just try and surf that fucker right now. Like, fuck it, take the dodge. You're a dodgeless piece, doesn't fucking matter. That guy doesn't have anything to stop you. Just haul ass, knock this boy over. It's a 67% to potentially remove an Agi 4 skink. He could do it with his... He could try for a 1 dice as well, but statistically less likely, I guess, to succeed. Here's a reroll. What other dice does he have to throw around here? So he's got his punch, that went okay. Didn't do anything, but you know, it still went okay. That is a jump up blitzer, so it can just fucking punch one of these guys in the face if he can get guard on it, which he's actually got a guard piece, so I guess he can. I think he has to support it on another corner though, which he can't do. I guess he could jump a piece onto its corner, but that feels stupid and reckless. Before rolling those dice, he should really play for this very important surf. Or for the potential absolute ballsy fuck it, like, second score in this half by running after the ball, hucking it to that guy, and then taking 2 GFIs. This guy in 2 tackle zones, no less. That's pure gonad to attempt. I mean, it works if he just rolls 6s, but I don't think that's how that's going to go down. Alright, so he's got a 1 dice to clear this off, and he succeeds. It's a fucking start. Now he's got a surf from his blitzer with no risk. 2 dice, which he should really take. Oh no, he's going for the score play instead. He actually is going to hand it off. Oh. Oh, come on. Let's see a fucking big play. Got the ball. He's gonna dodge, run around, throw it short. Come on, man. Go. Be a hero. Come on, give him the ball. No, we ran out of time. Oh, Josh, why? He didn't get the surf or the fucking... My boy, I am so disappointed. It didn't let him hit pass and it ate all of his time out. I mean, I'm not surprised that is a very Blood Bowl thing for Blood Bowl to do. Your friend Nuffle is actually my friend Nuffle. It's more like your friend Cyanide is my friend Cyanide. Hon 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 hon. Laughs in French, designer. But Nuffle to abandon anyone, he had to be on their side in the first place for it. At least it wasn't as bad as the fucking World Cup of Blood Bowl. Nuffle just abandoned one of the players completely, like just diced the shit out of him, and it was just a stomping. The semi-finals were all fucking baller, but... There's some fucking smooth ass jazz right here. Okay. That ball looks oh! Oh! Oh my gosh, it's a KO! But what happens to the Crocs? He's down! He's rolled! Oh, it's only a stun. That was a really shit injury roll. Look at that. A fucking KO to just a stun. It could have been removing an amazing piece right then. But yeah, the ball was kicked short. It's resting nice and close to the Kislev ball carrying pieces. You can get a blodge catcher on it nice and early. And a nice fucking double power to open up. More spin kicks of justice, but this time at least not opening with like outstanding KO injuries. See, Josh even has a backup piece. It's just never going to get his go in the sun, though. I don't know. Let's have a look at. Like, these Saurus just feel very hard to remove. I mean, because they are, of course. But, like, as a line like this... Just... Alright, going up into a setup Lizardman team feels awful. His score before, in Ronith's half, was pretty good because these lizards were already, like, spread out. They weren't doing their job properly because they were, you know, supporting a moving up ball before things just went pear-shaped on some bad dice. And ended up in the Kislev's hand. Now he had just to go to the trouble of breaking these pieces, pushing them away, which means involving, you know, like fucking 3 Kislev to every single dude. It's hard to say. I would consider getting the ball now instead of throwing that punch at the Saurus, but I don't know where I would put it to keep it safe. I guess, like, up here, or, like, on the back of this guy. This jazz is a little bit Christmassy. I don't approve of jingling bells. There we go, that works. Fucking another bits of power. It's good shit. Still no injury, but actually, now that I think about it, this game is going to be real fucking low for SPP. Back in just a brief moment. Hopefully my coffee is ready. I'm back. Now with precious, precious caffeine. Alright, and he's formed a very gentle cage just front side of the ball. Verneth shouldn't have a massively hard time punching a lot of pieces and moving up, but there is always the risk that a Kislev will just jump over you and fuck off with the ball anyway. Like, the deeper you invest yourself, the easier you are to punish. Much similar to an elf team, I guess. Again, still no injuries. I think literally the only SPP that's happened this game is that touchdown. Am I right? Is it just that touchdown that's been the only scoring SPP threat this whole fucking game? I feel like it is. Gosh, it's still nice and comfy with it. I almost feel like Ronith is playing a bit scared to, like, just fucking blitz someone and then move his pieces around. What the fuck? What was that? Why? He still had blitzes. He still had shit to do. Was that a misclick? I feel like it's unintentionally BM to ask if something is a misclick when you can't be sure, because it could have just been terrible decision making and it just sounds like you're fucking negging him. Once again, 3 Kislev are not punished for, like, moving as a group of 3 and punching over one source at a time. Still, if injuries continue to not fucking stick, it won't matter, because they will get up and keep punching him in the tit. Oh! I assume it's only temporary that a blitzer is the one tying up just a downed, shitty skink, but... maybe he's trying to make a T-cage instead. I mean, it wasn't a T-cage. Instead, it was just an outright fucking sprint for scoring. What a goddamn hero! Fucking, that was amazing! That was so snappy. Look at you fucking dance. You earned that dance. Go, my spangly pantsed man. That was a fucking absolutely smooth-ass play. I didn't even notice that possibility. It was so simple. Run up, give ball, go score. Holy shit. I feel like I would never get away with doing that as elves, because people are aware of that play. It's just that you don't expect out of just Kislev. No, he was just trying to stunty his way around those guys. Apparently it wasn't a miskick. Man, oh man. Like, this just web of fucking Kislev is working out super nicely. It's really hard to aggress on. Again, this game is far from over. This team is still a Lizard Man team, and nobody on his side is fucking injured at all. So he could just get the ball and score quickly, and then get the ball again and score quickly again. But Now is the time for Ronan to just start fucking throwing punches in and marking up every single Kislev he can touch. Instead of letting him, Josh, put 3 guys per Saurus down, like, every single fucking round. It's not working for him. It really is not. Caffeine. Oh my god, that's so brutal. A blitz. And it's so deep. That ball is incredibly deep. Yeah, absolutely. Josh has the complete control of this pace. And again, I want to add, not even a threat of this wizard has come about yet. Like, it hasn't been used, it hasn't been needed. It's just existed. And it's possibly what's kept Ronith from actually doing this, like, mark off, mark on for all these people and allowing himself to get ganged up on. Because really, it is his, kind of his fault that Josh is continuing to get 3 dudes on him and punch him. I mean, not in this case. This is a blitz. Totally fucking out of his control. But after this just keeps happening, no good. Also, I'm not convinced that, like, this line of Saurus is doing anything for him anymore. Like, I talked before about how it can feel quite scary to push past them. But it hasn't worked. It hasn't stopped Josh at all. Instead, maybe you want to, like, make an anchor. Just, like, squish everyone into this box here and then spread outwards instead of just being a line that Josh keeps punching through. I also want to add that both of those touchdowns went on the same blitzer, so he has actually fucking leveled it in its first game. That's so amazingly good for Kislev. Like, it's usually so hard to develop a fucking blitzer, like, so incredibly hard. And it's a massive sticking point, and it's why he was very salty about losing his previous one. But this has been a fucking excellent game for him. Oof, I say. And then, you know, PC's shit. But it won't be a snake, I'm sure. No. Okay. This marking is good. It really is. And the ball is indeed deep as fuck. And it's not safe. Nowhere that skink goes with that ball is safe. I'm not sure that it's tunnel vision, but you're definitely right in that it's just kind of too passive. Like, why push there? Why on earth would he push instead of, like, actually keep following? Like, I get that he can mark with that piece, but that's a break tackle piece. It could get up and go somewhere. It could get up and do something. Hey! I think that's the first fucking injury of this match. And it's an AV down on a basic pitch lineman. It's a good thing Josh got a new one. I mean, it's scary to push into Kislev's half. Because they could just get the ball and run away with it, like any elf team ever could. Like, caging doesn't work, and indeed caging is dangerous. The wizard is there. And Kislev can jump into cages. You should be going with, like, a fucking loose web of boys. Yeah, look at it. Like, this just doesn't look right. I mean, the reason this guy doesn't look marked up is because he just finished injuring someone, so I won't count this part over here, but it's like, this is a break tackle piece that just fucking stood up. It's just chilling there doing nothing. It's not only that, it's a break tackle piece. It was his best bet of knocking down this blodge catcher who's been doing work all fucking game. And is in fact, now that I see it, 3 experience away from hitting level 4 itself. Right, this piece here needs to get over here right now and punch a guy. Wait, what the fuck? Pardon the fuck out of me? Double, triple, what the fuck? Holy goddamn shit fuck? Was it a misclick? What is going on? He caught his own fumble so he can keep playing with it, but... Oh my god, and then snakes. Okay, that sucks. That sucks really hard. Holy shit. But he threw it to a source like... I don't know. I feel like Ronith is tilted into the fucking stratosphere by this point. And doesn't feel like he can do anything to win. And it's starting to look a lot like that. He's got 6 turns to score twice. Like, he can't win. He can draw it if things start going his way. Like that. It's not a quadruple skull, however. Still no injuries for the Kislev side. And that's a ball he can just go fucking punch now. Like, he can just leap and blitz and hit that fucking ball. Hell, he can move this catcher up really deep as well. Mark up a skink on the back line, so even if that ball like doesn't travel, it's hard to pick it up again. Alright, he did it so he could just move up on it. I like that. He's not in any rush, that's for fucking sure. And we talked about before, like, a dodge sidestep piece is fucking impossible to, like, unstick from your pieces unless you're rolling them sweet pals. And even then, you can fall down in an annoying place. And he's going to want to dodge this poor catcher out because it's stuck next to a Tacosaurus who would really like to just beat him fucking senseless. Alright, and Josh is going to, you know, sacrifice the Blitzer who just leveled up to this mighty blow Blocksaurus, which is a shitty feeling, but kind of necessary if he wants to, you know, hold on to his advantage. And yep, his long legs boy jumps away from the tackle man and moves up to keep up the marking game. It's good. Assuming that Blitz doesn't get fucked, and considering we're running out of turns, he'll probably want to appo if it does get injured. He's not too worried about that. It's good shit. Just taking that little extra dodge to show off. So, let's see here. Skinky Boy just has to fucking run. Just fucking go. Just beans. Give it the full beans. Every beans you've got. Probably Frenzy Surf this lineman away as well while he's at it. That's a really good looking surf right there. Oh yeah, the sexy jazz just came on. Ooh, that surf. You and me, baby, we're gonna dance all night. Toe to toe, claw to fang, fist to face. That piece is sticking around. Sure would suck if you got injured there. Chose down instead of up. I like it. No extra skink punch. I mean, it's given him a diagonal route by which to escape with that skink, though. Not that it matters, it's stunty, but still. He's got Sleeping Skink, and I'd like to see it move, but I don't think there's anything it can fucking achieve. Oh, it's not great. The marking still exists, no knockdown, and tackle was spent on a dodgeless piece, which always feels like a huge, huge waste. I'm sure Ronith is feeling lost on what to do here, because if he breaks away with that ball, he's doing it quite alone. He can bring one extra skink with him, and he's just going to walk himself right down into Light Motown.
Alright.
Hey up.
How is the game?
Ronith's having a hard time of it. A very hard time of it. He's losing, and he's, you know, very unlikely to win or tie situation at this point.
Ah, that's the worst.
Not the worst. He's still got an intact team. As far as, like, physical losses go, he has suffered none. Except, you know, the loss of honor. Regrettable defeat. Indeed, he's come out of this with, like, an injury of SPP. Which is not great, but it's fucking something. It's better than the negative SPP I feel like a lot of us seem to be coming out net in our games.
Yeah.
And again, another fucking... He's just determined to move this ball away, and that piece has just let him down again. Another fucking turnover. Now it's on the deck. Josh, if he's feeling really fucking cocky, can push for a 3-0 victory.
It's not even a particularly difficult one.
It's a bit cocky. Like, it's unnecessary for him to go for it when he could devote to, like, just keeping just more more lizards down and away from punching his team.
Yeah, but like if you, as I said, like if you punch off Sight for Sore Eyes.
Oh, the fireball! And here I thought
that
he'd never
also
fucking
works.
use it, but it was the best fireball I've seen this whole season.
I don't know, did you not see the one I did against the dwarves?
No.
It wiped out 4 of the 5 people in the cage,
That's pretty
including
good.
the ball carrier. That just ran away. It was
That's
great.
pretty incredible, I'll give you that. Yeah. He's got a fucking frenzy piece he could just smash into that skink with. Not that he should, because it's Guild Balrog, and Guild Balrog is the least clutch piece in his entire field because he eats rerolls like delicious candy by not having block. Just like that.
It's fine.
Oh my god, he's finally having his fucking heyday. He ate another delicious, tasty reroll, mine. Oh my god, it's finally come in. Like, he wants block on that fucking piece.
Oh yeah, so
badly because it fails him billion times. Like, Guild Balrog has taken probably, like,
That's literally what happened in my game.
all of his
him.
rerolls.
I was like, we're going to commit to the surf with this guy. I'll take the both down, because we both fall over at least. It's better than just me falling over. And I'm off the pitch injured. I would go for the score here.
Yeah, I mean, the fucking piece is cleared off. Absolutely, I would go for the score here. He must feel so vindicated that Guild Balrog hasn't failed him irrevocably. I mean, there's still a break tackle strip ball piece that is, you know, going to leave very easily. I could throw a 1 dice at that, I suppose. It's a block piece into a blockless guy. It doesn't pay off, but hey, it's something. I don't think there's any other marking you can get, unless he wants to take a ballsy dodge out with Dixit there. And, I mean, he's doing it. It's 1 step too short, though. You need to have him down on that matching corner.
Yeah, it needs to be 1 further, yeah.
So yeah, it's looking real fucking good.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Only
his
thing is
score gets
he
in.
has burned all his rerolls in 4 turns.
Yeah. I mean, Gil Balrog has been making, you know, dice rolls a tool in the game, so of course he has... Oh, another injury. Again, it's another nil... Oh, that's a dead lineman.
Yeah, he's gone. Gone forever.
Losing agility as a Kislev piece is a fucking no-no. It's like, what's that? Your jumping career is over? You just get fucking taken out back by a horse doctor and turned into
There's something amusing about watching a blitzer get decked by block.
Yeah.
Like, hang
yeah.
on, you should have that.
Why don't you have this? Also, I want to add that fucking blitzer there was 0-6 at the start of this game. It's gotten both of his fucking scores.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's so good.
That's pretty
Like,
good game.
that's the dream for a Kislev team, because your blitzers are so important, but leveling them up feels like the worst feeling ever.
I'm intrigued that he marched that guy.
Don't know.
I mean, I suppose it was no roll. Yeah, he's just done it for the mark with
But,
no roll.
I mean,
before
he could have done it for the
makes-
pick the ball up after it gets, you know, stripped.
Yeah, but like if he fails the block, or
I mean,
if he fails the dodge out, then Josh just scores. Whereas at least now Josh has to roll and dice.
I guess it's such a negligible change when instead you could be playing to get the ball away as opposed to playing to.
Yeah, true. I mean, certainly if you're
playing
on
for the
two-
ball to not move if you fuck up.
Yeah, if it was a draw, yeah, but given you're 2-0 down, it's
Yeah,
pointless
okay, he
trying
knows-
to
he
score
knows-
for the SPP.
He knows he can't win, but still, like, that break tackle piece is gonna move,
I
and it's
don't know. I think in theory, he's got.
theoretically
Well,
he can.
Had
do
he
it,
moved
yes.
the ball this turn, he had 5 turns as lizards. Like,
Yeah.
it's not impossible.
Look, this whole half I've been saying it's still not over, but it's looking more and more like it as the ball stays stationary. Like he's just been afraid all fucking game, and he's not great opportunities to scare Josh back. He just keeps getting broken through. And every time like you score against lizards, it's supposed to be scary because you go, all right, the fucking Saurus wall is back up again. I have to try and.
Why did you fall down a well, MC?
Why? Am I far away sounding? Oh, Discord's being fucky. Interesting. I haven't dropped any frames, so it's definitely not my net. It's just Discord being a piece of shit. The fuck is real. Yeah, it really fucking is. It was a goddamn one dice break tackle strip ball piece maneuver, and it just was shit. This music is appropriately fucking goonish. It's another fucking score. A fucking 3-0 clear out right there. This is, as we like to put it, a fucking drubbing. I'm just going to try disconnecting and reconnecting to Discord. No, Discord just being a piece of shit. Hey, there we go. This is two very sleepy, bleeding linemen. Both with, like, permanent injuries. It's nice to get that back up, but now he is actually still down a piece. So he's gonna have to invest in yet a new fucking lineman. God, I miss having a kick piece. It's so nice to just smash the ball and go, I know vaguely where it is.
I should do that.
Yeah, welcome back. I can actually hear you.
Hooray.
Yeah, Discord's just being a piece of shit. mean, Verona 2 hasn't changed the layout of his team at all. Like, this is the same wall he's done every single time, and it's not worked any of the times. Like, you just gotta change it. You gotta do something different, even if it doesn't look like an amazing idea, because obviously Josh has his fucking number with this one. This is not another fucking permanent injury.
I would put, like, if I was running, I'd be okay with not permanent injuries. As long as I'm getting, you know, you're off the pitch, and I'm getting SPP.
No, I'm more speaking from just Josh's perspective. Like, he just bought a new piece, so his money is kind of fucked, and he just spent, like, 70k on a fucking wizard to have one for this match.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, he's broke, and now he's got 2 permanently injured pieces, and he's a
They are 0.6 linos, though. So
they are, but he doesn't have people to replace those 0.6s with, and considering
That's
one
fine,
is
he's got
actually
loners.
broken, it's gone. But you don't want loners, because Kislev pieces want to develop really hard. Like, all of them want to develop. Everyone's valuable. And luckily, their linemen are cheap as well as valuable. Well, cheap, figuratively speaking, compared to Elfies.
Oh my god, this skink is just such a disappointment. And he only made it because of the Agi as well.
Yeah. Someone said that you guessing the fireball wasn't effective. Well, no, that fireball was amazing. It gave him another fucking goal, basically. It was all considered pretty fucking huge. Huge. We're still well doing things. Fair enough.
If only there was some way Josh could get guard on the ball. If only they had the technology.
Yeah. If only they had leap. Some kind of ability, as if someone could spring from one spot and land in another useful spot. You could get guard on that ball.
Yeah, because if he could only get a guard piece in, he could leap in a strip ball for the 2 dice.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like,
I'm not
if
sure
I
he
was
wants
Josh in this
to.
situation, like, it's probably not the wisest decision. But at this point, if I was Josh, I would do it just for the comedy value and to assert dominance.
I don't think he needs to style on Ronith, and considering, like, that what that also happens to do is put your only guard piece, and thus very important guard piece, in the middle of Punchtown, USA. It's not a good call. Like, Ronith already knows that this game is over for him. He cannot score 3 or 4 times in 3 or 4 turns. Like, it's just not happening. So presenting juicy punch targets is not what he wants to do anymore. He wants to throw, again like he was doing earlier in the match, 3 fucking pieces at a single Saurus and then throw a punch. And he's been doing that the whole time, unpunished. I mean, that one obviously was just a push. It was a bit wanky, but look at that. 2 of them. 2 fucking 3 dice attacks that turn. Hell, if he moves that piece up and then just fucking grabs his other blitzer, you can get someone on position for fighting Buy Me Dino first. Louis isn't doing it. Looks like he's going to screen just to prevent a random skink run by. I like the committal. Don't let him score, even though you're winning very fucking hard. I don't know. If I'm Ronith, I just fucking start trying to vanity. just throw vanities all fucking day after your punches, assuming you don't turn over. Like, scoring looks impossible right now. It's got 4 turns, and like 4 passing SPP is a lot better than a potential possible 3 touchdown SPP, putting your pieces at incredible risk. Another fucking injury! And it's on the guard piece. Oh, it's not a permanent this time. Lucky, lucky Josh.
Josh is like, yep, you can be safe.
Yep.
You are on the sideline.
Keep that only guard piece fucking close, because my god, he's important.
Yeah, like I keep meaning to sack mine because he got niggled, and then I keep thinking I'm against dwarves with all of the guard. I need this guard guy.
Yeah, it's like they got niggled, they're gonna get punched, but until they get punched, they create punches for me. I forget which one of my important pieces are niggled. You see, Ivan, when Skink has ball, you no fear or score for being able to fight back. Yeah, he needed an important removal at the start of the game. He didn't get any removals at the start of the game. They all happened in like the latter portion of the second half when the game was already looking pretty much in Josh's fucking court. No, he's not going to just start throwing aimless vanities. I think that's kind of a shame. I would literally just like take that skink and one other skink and dash to the opposite end of the to like my own touchdown line and start passing on it. Just to get away. I'll play a little game of handball.
Yeah, but like none of the skinks really benefit from that. They're all like a decent number of SPP away.
I mean, it's 4 SPP. Better than none.
No, I can see going for 3 on a score rather than like between 1 and 4.
But it's going for 3 on a score in a position that just says, hey, Kislev, peace. I'm gonna punch my ball carrier. I mean, right now, like, this right here, this aggressive move up deep side of Josh's field with a cage is exactly what his game should have looked like a lot earlier than this point. A lot earlier than
fell down
when
well
it's
again,
over.
MZ.
Okay, cool. It's Discord's fault. I can only imagine how fucking crazy it sounds. Yeah, like this right here, this is the state of play for, you know, the start of the game, not the end of it. Indeed, Rona's game has only just started, but look at this! Yet again, 3 fucking boys throwing a punch at the Saurus. That Croxagore as well has done sweet FA the whole game. Like, it's done nothing. It has boneheaded a couple of times, never thrown a punch. The only time it tried to throw a punch, it fucking double skulled. He hasn't stopped anyone from running past it. It's just been an expensive reroll that took up a position for a piece on his team. It's just sometimes the way of it. Josh hates big guys, and you're looking exactly at the reason why he has a very good argument for it. Hey, I spoke too soon. Its tail actually just did something. You know what? Good job fucking proving me wrong, Tyrannosaurus. You fucking did it.
Big guys, like, I want to avoid them if I can. But, like, weirdly, Wood Elves are, like, one of the teams where I want a big guy.
I don't know.
Just because, like, you know, you've got 10 elves who are all movement 7 to do elf things. And, like, the biggest weakness on that team is, 1, lack of strength, and 2, getting punched on the LOS. Which is going to happen a lot if you want to elf score.
Yeah.
So, like, one big high strength guy with high armor who can just stand there, which is 1 less health getting punched, is worth it.
I feel that it is a totally viable argument, but it's as well, again, just as viable as saying, why have one guy who is immobile and can punch when you can instead have 11 elves moving quickly around the field?
Yeah.
Like, the argument admittedly just goes immediately both ways. I don't disagree. I think I like them more just because I think they're fun. Oh boy. Wish I could be surprised. These skinks have the butteriest fingers in the fucking season.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how bad they've been.
Josh will never take a bear on Kislev. Never, ever, 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 ever. Kislev pieces are already very good. It's very important to have all your blitzers.
Oh yeah, like on Kislev, I would never take the bear.
I would,
Terrible
because
idea.
I think the bear is fun.
I mean, maybe for roleplay reasons, but certainly not competitive reasons.
No, if I were playing a competitive Kislev team, I too would avoid bear. But if I were playing this season with this fucking TV rules and I was Kislev, I'd fucking bear for days. I would name him Mail Bear. He would deliver the mail. That's how they deliver the mail in Kislev. Mail Bear. This is Jammy Bugger going to get the ball again and try and score with it. Can he reach? How much movement's he got left? None. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. No. Okay, he can't actually physically score.
But he could get other people in position to score.
He could, actually. Just fucking beans Dixit or Concordia away. That's fucking mental. This actual hero.
That's what I like. It's like he's channeling his inner elf.
This is so juicy.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's so good, and it makes me so pleased. Go on, keep going. 1 more, 2 more. He did it. He's there.
He's in range.
Yes, he is. He's probably also going to get
I really want
immediately.
Ronith to let
He's
it go,
also
just out of
going to.
respect.
No, I think that Ronith is going to immediately try and mighty blow blitz him. Actually, that's not a break tackle piece. Oh fuck! That ball is probably getting scored. It's like, I get why he wants a strip ball wrestle piece for one of his most mobile guys, but it would be just as good a ball carrier as the blodge one before. Oh, hi there. It had to happen eventually. He's thrown a lot of fucking leaps that haven't fucked him, which, I mean, it's making up for all of the many leaps that he's fucked so far this season, but, you know, it's gotta happen eventually. And you're right, ouch. It does look like it hurts really badly. They just go tailbone first into the ground. Oh no fucking man. Can the frenzy piece reach? Yes, but it has to go through multiple tackle zones, and it will use its break tackle up very early and still have to go through more, so it will almost certainly fall over and probably then just like by shit luck hurt itself. Could clear off this punch. Like, he could try for 2 successful punches. Like, if this one removes this lineman and the Croxagore removes a lineman. Actually, if this Croxagore removes a lineman, then it blocks this guy in. He would still have to go diagonally down. Alright, his strip ball guy has moved up, but he can't actually reach, so he's not taking any. Alright. That's still not removed. That Crocs has to hit this guy now. And he's gonna hit him, and even if he succeeds or not, that's blocking this way. And then he has to go, let's see, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's only a mark. So if the Crocs is the... Ah, he went down. I was gonna say, if the Crocs is the one to make the successful punch, this guy still can't reach.
Do it! I'm torn between wanting him to score
You're right, it
and
doesn't
wanting
actually,
him to
it's
fall
not
over
Frenzy
and kill himself.
Nope, he did it. In it goes.
That
For some
was-
reason I thought the Crocs
That
were
was a
Frenzy.
game.
That was a stamp. But
It's
it
still
was
a
a
turn left,
very...
isn't it?
It was a... yes, it is, in fact, still turn over. Turn left. For both sides, I think.
No, it's because it's Josh's drive, so. One
Oh.
more round of punching. Because of injuries, Josh
He
has
has
to put...
got good shit on the fucking line now. He
I'm
put his
not
kick
supposed to put
piece
the
up
kick
there.
lineman there and then
He's
save
got
everything else.
his
yeah.
kick boy and his other 0-6 lineman that he bought earlier to replace other dead linemen.
See, that's the other thing I like about Wood Elves compared to the other elves I've played. Is like, you take your 2 war dancers, maybe a thrower, maybe a catcher, and then after that you're like, I have so many line elves for the line.
I hate that. My team is nearly entirely lineups, and it feels real bad because none of them are developed and they don't get dodge.
Yeah, but like the last few seasons I've been like, because I end up taking like thrower, 4 catchers, 2 blitzers. I've only got like 4 line elves, so as soon as I get injuries, it's like, you've got to put this level 3 catcher on the line.
It's true. But also by that point, it's a level 3 catcher and it's very hard to fucking injure. I mean, let's face it, you had a line elf that was better kept off the line and better putting a catcher on it.
Yeah, it's true.
Your experience is not the typical experience. That is a very short ball. That is a touchback.
Maybe you should have used the kick piece.
Maybe you should use his kick piece. Come on, Crocs ball. Crocs ball.
Yeah, you've got a Crocs ball.
No, he really wants a vanity pass, but this is Team Butterfingers. He's gonna fuck it. Look at it. He's gonna run up. He's gonna try pass. He's gonna fuck it, and you won't get SPP. That's assuming he doesn't turn over on these 3 linemen. He's safe. Yeah, he's looking pretty safe to me. Alright, let's see that failed vanity. Oh my god, he actually made
genuinely
it.
impressed.
Amazed. You do that wiggle dance.
I was waiting for the accidental GFI. Death.
Yeah, and then killed. He's not gonna fucking foul Freya. He's not a cunt. Oh my god, it went on his fucking blitzer.
Wow!
Oh my god, it's a level 4 fucking Kislev blitzer. Jesus. Let's have a look at that SPP first. That is meaty. That is a meaty SPP line right there. Fucking 4-0. Yeah, it just shows that Vernith, despite dealing some injuries in this fucking match, spent nearly an entire just game defensively in his own end, not throwing important punches at important pieces at any point. Alright. Statistically, he had a fuck ton of ones. That is a lot of ones. Holy shit. That tells a very damning story right there.
What's that?
Vernith rolled 32 ones.
Jesus.
To put it in perspective, he got 22 sixes and only
Hey,
25.
guys.
Dude, Jesus.
Hello.
So many ones.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
ones.
We
I
were
was
saying
like-
during the game, we were both just like, he's probably not rolling that many ones. It's just when they come
Then
up.
he come out like,
it's
that's 32 ones right there. That's a lot of fucking ones.
That's a lot of ones.
Like,
Like,
I
look
too
at
was
this.
genuinely surprised that the dice actually do tell the tale of how that went for you.
See, block dies.
I was saying, I think that's
What,
the first
9
time
cows?
I think that's my my first DAI game that I've won 4-0. I think that's my biggest score win.
Possible.
Because I don't tend to play score teams.
Yeah, like
No.
yeah.
And it was amazing. You got a blitzer to level up immediately, and you got your best blitzer to just fucking beans it. And look at that, Guild Balrog even got 2 SPP. He's a little bit closer to getting blocked and not being
so
the worst.
close to fucking it.
He nearly
so
did.
Close to
Like
fucking
I
it.
was talking about it as well. It's like Guild Balrog there is a really good idea to blitz with, except it's not because it's Guild Balrog, and then he immediately ate a reroll. The fact he came out with an injury baffles me.
Also, I did have 2 players die. These need to be stated.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
Especially the Agi dead guy. Like fucking, you lose agility in the jumping team, you're glue.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like if this was a normal like human team or orc team or whatever, alignment with minus Agi, I'd be like, fuck it, I'll keep it because he'll.
I don't know. I don't think I'd keep a 0-6.
I mean,
The problem is I don't
there's
have
no
money.
point deleting. Yeah, there's no point deleting someone who's not going to be in your next match. They're not giving you SPP, and if in your next match you like lose way more fucking people, you're like, I gotta keep one of these fuckers. But the Agi guy, I would 100% just be like, go bye, bye bye.
See, I'd definitely firing. The armor guy to me is just as bad.
I mean, he's bad. I don't think he's just as bad, even close. Like if
I
I'm
do.
in a position where I'm getting chod basket like really hard, I'd just be like, fuck it, stay around.
The problem with Kislev that you run into is you kind of need pieces on the field to like, even if they're just in the way, and an
Yeah.
armor 7 piece is more likely to not be on the pitch anymore or stunned.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was 3 positional level ups. It was the catcher and 2 blitzers.
Yeah. Let's hear you're rolling doubles. Let's hear some good rolls.
I mean, 2 of them are blitzers, so the doubles are
I mean,
entirely irrelevant.
It doesn't matter.
Unless it's
Unless it's
double 5 or
fucking
double 6.
strength.
Double 4 on the first blitzer.
Not bad, not bad.
Is that movement?
So- No, that's 8. So it's just a double.
A double.
which I'm not
They
gonna
get
take.
access to everything anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't get access to passing, but you're not gonna take passing on the blitzers.
No.
Oh,
So I'm gonna take block.
Yeah, of course.
And then Rods
I
of
forgot.
Vega.
I forgot blitzers already have access to like all the
He rolled a 6, so I'm not gonna level him right now because the choice is between taking another sidestep piece or going for like
Tackle.
tackle or mighty blow. Like tackle, mighty blow, sidestep. would
That's
be
true.
the
You
three.
don't have tackle.
And then race for the
You
guy.
used to have a tackle piece, didn't you?
Yeah, he died.
He died.
Oh, hey, cool! I got a plus movement on the catcher.
Oh my god, on a catcher? Sick.
Yeah, so he's moving 8 now.
That's real good. That's the
Pretty
is that the
damn
blodge one or your stripper?
It's the blodge one.
Ooh.
So good.
I'll take that. That was a good game for me.
A+. Were you in our bracket and has that progressed it? I can't remember who's in what group.
All of them done. We were the last.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the
okay.
last game of like any bracket.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah, yeah.
Are you
Oh.
gonna be rolling that up now or later?
I'm gonna sort it out because I'm gonna take a day to work out what we're gonna do with stuff. But like, I think we're just gonna push on and like, I think the basic idea that I have is like finish this season, and then we just take a break because I think it's a mix of burnout and busyness and other stuff coming out.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I think we just try and push through, finish this season, see how it goes, and then take a break, and then maybe after like a decent break, we put together a new league with like, because I don't think we can enforce more stringent rules right now because it's the middle of it. Like,
No.
I think you have to start with the thing of being like you have like if we start
Yeah.
a season being like you need to play a game every week or you get a forfeit.
Oh yeah, no, I
That's
don't
not
want it to
fair.
happen now. Like it does definitely
Yeah,
need to be a consideration for
absolutely.
the future.
So I think that is the general plan right now.
Like
But-
that got mentioned as a like, I mean, there are possibilities of ways we can look at this, and then immediately people got defense. I thought that's just not
Yeah, that's what I was
helpful.
going to say.
I was
Thank
just
you.
like, yeah, I could have told people sticking up for, but whatever.
That's why but honestly, that's why I've stayed out of it mostly. I know it's bad, but like I just can't be fucked with people being like taking things the wrong way and being super defensive about it, like
Yeah,
Yep.
because it happens.
it
Right.
does.
I mean, I know, like I referenced your like Monster Hunter game and stuff, but like we're all guilty of it. And I don't know. It just felt like this season was sort of drifting away, and I think we needed to like be honest about that and address it.
Yeah, no, I am in
mean,
agreement. I'd be
I haven't
interested
played for
in there
ages,
being a Blood Bowl off season, so it's like we take our break from that and play a smaller, shorter game, like because I really like playing tournament formats of stuff in fucking general.
I like tournaments.
Tournaments are fun.
Yeah, tournaments are fun.
What game would we do next?
I
If
don't
that
know.
were the case.
We should probably discuss that off stream and stuff and work
Civ.
that.
That's true.
I was going to say, we should play Civ. But that's not a tournament.
Civ 1v1's knockout
Yeah.
bracket.
Oh, no. And then don't worry, I'll set the lobby up. And Russia, 1-turn game. I win. Just end it with the most points because you have more land. Okay, so if you're watching in the stream or you're watching in the VOD, I hope that you have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care.